Salmon sustainability. Sustainability of the salmon is very important to balance the marine ecosystem as well as essential for the community's nutrition, especially in indigenous peoples community. Seafood is seen as crucially important, not only nutritional wise but also traditionally, which creates important ties in their families and community and the environment. Salmon carries nutrients like omega 3 fatty acids, selenium, and protein. So there are various salmon sustainability challenges. The main ones that I've noted in this slide is abiotic factor, and overfishing. Abiotic factors such as the temperature of the water. If the water is below 7 degrees Celsius, then the population of young salmon can decline, and they're also seen to be less active. And the highest temperature an adult salmon can survive is 25 degrees Celsius, whereas young salmon can tolerate up to 30 to 33 degrees Celsius. Another one would be a biotic factor, for example, a sea lice, which can impact the health and survival of the salmon. And lastly, the overfishing makes the sustainability challenging as it disturbs the habitat of salmon as well as their reproductive cycle if fishing is done during the spawning season. So here are some solutions for the sustainable fishing. So which would be a sea lice infestation, which is done to treat the salmon, and those that are treated are seen to have a better chance of survival rather than those that are left untreated. Therefore, an effective management and monitoring is crucial to reduce the negative impact of sea lice. Second, we have the management of riparian zone, which helps to maintain the temperature of the water as well as the water stream during erosion because an erosion can wash away salmon eggs during spawning season or displace the habitat or even displace the young salmon and also destroys the stream bed of salmon spawns. And also lastly, the careful catch management is also equally very important.
Salmon farming is a significant component of the global aquaculture industry. The process of salmon farming involves multiple stages designed to efficiently produce salmon for commercial consumptions. Let's break down these stages. First, we have hatcheries. In this stage, eggs are fertilized and incubated in controlled freshwater environments. Hatching typically takes place on land, and this stage lasts around 1 year. Next, the young salmon are moved to seawater pens after about 1 year. Here, they continue to grow for another 12 to 18 months until they reach a suitable size for harvest. Finally, the salmon are harvested when they reach market size. They are then processed and prepared for sale. This entire multi stage process is designed to optimize efficiency and sustainability while meeting the growing demand for high quality salmon. However, salmon farming also presents significant environmental challenges. Some of the key issues include nutrient pollutions caused by uneaten feed and fish excrement, which impacts water quality and marine ecosystems. There's also the spread of disease and parasites such as sea lice due to high density of fish in net pens. This not only affects farm salmon but also can spread to wild populations. Additionally, genetic contaminations occurs when farm salmon escape and mix with wild populations. This reduces the genetic fitness and resilience of wild salmon. To address these issues, first, hydrodynamics is crucial for dispersing nutrients at farming sites, preventing nutrient buildup. Sustainable aquaculture practices are also essential. For instance, Denmark uses recirculating system that significantly reduce water usage, while Norway has effective zoning laws and manage farm placement and density. Lastly, technological innovations such as land-based recirculating aquaculture systems and offshore farming are being explored to minimize the environmental footprint of salmon farming. By addressing these environmental issues with effective management strategy, we can work towards a more sustainable and responsible salmon farming industry.
Salmon harvesting comes with its impacts on the environment, and globally, as the demand for salmon increases and people are eating salmon more and more each year, in places like the US and Europe, the most popular fish species is salmon, which was once considered a luxury. Such high rates of consumption have a high number of negative effects on the environment. Some of these negative impacts include nutrient pollution, excess use of chemicals, and bycatch. Nutrient pollution. Waste from fish and a surplus of food raise the nutrient levels in the water and can cause oxygen deficient conditions that are harmful to aquatic life. Excess use of chemicals. Overuse of chemicals such as pesticides, antibiotics, or the use of chemicals that are prohibited can have unforeseen effects on human health and marine life. Bycatch. Bycatch refers to the unintentional capture of non-target species while fishing for salmon. While efforts are made to reduce bycatch, it remains a significant issue in some fisheries, impacting marine biodiversity and ecosystem health. Climate change poses significant challenges to salmon populations and their harvesting practices in both wild fisheries and aquaculture. Climate change related temperature changes put salmon harvesting at serious risk. Rising ocean temperature due to climate change can directly affect salmon. Certain types of salmon require a certain temperature range to thrive and survive at their best. Warmer waters can lead to increased stress, slower development rates, and changed migration patterns. In comparison to cooler water, warmer water has less oxygen and fewer nutrients, which makes the environment less suitable for salmon. For instance, warmer water favors food that isn't the best quality for salmon, which reduces the likelihood of survival for young salmon. Although salmon have shown to adapt to changes in their environment, the speed at which these changes are occurring due to climate change is making it more difficult for salmon to do so, endangering their ability to survive. The effects of farm salmon on habitat degradation. There are various ways in which farm salmon could contribute to habitat degradation, especially in coastal marine settings. Some of these ways include organic waste, excess nutrients, and antibiotics and chemical use. Organic waste. Uneaten feed, excretions, and other waste products are produced in great quantities by salmon farms. This waste can build up on the seabed beneath aquaculture pens if it is not appropriately managed, which would lead to organic enrichment of sediments. Excess nutrients. Excess nutrients from salmon farms, such as nitrogen and phosphorus from feed and waste, can contaminate nearby waters. This can lead to eutrophication, in which nutrient-rich conditions promote excessive algae growth. Algal blooms can reduce water clarity, prevent sunlight from reaching undersea vegetations, and cause oxygen depletion in the water column, resulting in poor conditions for marine species. Antibiotic and chemical use. Aquaculture operations often use antibiotics and other chemicals to control diseases and parasites in farm salmon. Residues of these chemicals can accumulate in the water, potentially impacting other organisms and disrupting marine ecosystems.